Right, and we're going to be talking to you about our organ donation advertising campaign. So the PR campaign, first of all, there will be a press conference held on November 1st, which wants to look into reaching a younger market from roughly like 18 to 25 year olds. So to that we'll be inviting like bloggers and prestigious newspapers such as The Skinny, because we feel that will kind of increase the views on social media, which is what the younger market kind of tends to look at, and we feel that this would achieve that objective for that. There will also be a press conference for our Christmas campaign, which will be held on November 30th, and there will be a press release along with this campaign, and this will be delivering a more serious message. Due to this, that we hope to invite a wide range of newspapers, so that we can kind of get the most coverage, and that will then hopefully link back into one of our objectives as well. And there will be also a press conference at the start of January, which will be in the lead up to our February campaign, which will be kind of based around Valentine's Day.
So, throughout our campaign, we're obviously going to be carrying out market research as well. We've decided to opt for questionnaires, in-depth interview, and we've also looked at background information of organ donation, of what they've done previously and what they're doing just now, and just to see what we can work towards. So we decided on these two methods just because they're the easiest ones to do. Questionnaire is you can get all your information gathered simply as well, and you can look through it all. An in-depth interview, you ensure that the questions are fully understood, and you can get more from the answers and make sure that you get like a proper bond with who you're interviewing as well. Also, because we're working on a budget, these are the most cost efficient ways of carrying out the research as well. So throughout our questionnaire we had 31 responses, which is quite good for our first one. We're also going to be carrying out another one later on once our campaigns have gone out. So there was 74% women and 26% male that answered. The most popular age was 20 to 24 with 35%. And we also asked if they're already registered, and 39% said yes and 61% said no. And there was a range of reasons why they hadn't registered. Some of them just hadn't got round to it, they didn't know how to, which is linking to one of our objectives to make sure that people know how to register. And other reasons were their husbands already know their wishes, and again they just didn't know how to. So we also asked if people had considered joining. Now 81% said yes and 19% said no. And we also asked if they'd heard of the opt-out campaign. So yes, there was 60% for yes and 40% for no. Asked where from, and there were again a range of answers, but newspaper was the most popular one, also with TV. And we asked if they were also familiar with the current advertising that organ donation do. So they've all seen it, it's all very effective, it's all very powerful, but there was also comments that it should be shown more often, which is also what we're going to try and improve, and also make sure that it's shown more online, like on Facebook and the likes of Twitter and everything like that as well.
Okay, so just on the back of what they said, our objectives for the campaign are to increase the awareness of organ donation in a younger market between 16 and 22 year olds. That's going on the back of our market research because 20 and 24 are the most popular to have known about it, and to increase the number of registering for organ donation by at least 25%, and we want to attract maximum positive media coverage through our campaign. So with integrating all of our campaigns, we want to have a successful campaign, and to do that we want integration is the key. So we plan to start in November straight away by going onto social media. We want to be known through Facebook, Twitter and our blog. We want to create hashtags as well through our company Light, and we also want to create it for our organ donations as well. So in November we will be starting on social media creating campaigns. We did release our questionnaire so far to find out if people really knew about organ donation. So we've already had some responses from that, which is given us a good background, a good basis on social media. Social media will continue to run through the full campaign through from November to February. And what we want to do as well is that we'll have, at the end of November, we'll have a press conference and a press release going on to December, which will create a Christmas campaign through TV and magazines. We might go on to radio with our in-depth interviews, but we're not too sure yet. So in December we'll be focusing on magazine and TV campaigns, and that will be what happens at the end of November. We'll be having the press release and the press conference to get people to know about that. We've chosen Christmas to start off as well with our TV and magazines because that is a time where families come together, people are more generous and are loving, and we want to create a heartwarmed campaign towards organ donations, because we want people to remember that people are fighting for their lives. Not everyone's living in December, so there's people that need their help. And on the back of that, we want that to run from December. We want that to run through and carry on to the early January. That's when Christmas holidays go back to business and things like that. So we hope to take that round to January. We'll continue then through social media, and then at the end of January we'll have another press conference and press release, and that'll be on to our February campaign for Valentine's Day, which is one of our other key dates. We want to have another magazine and TV campaign again, just to realise that everyone is loving and coming together, and people are fighting for their lives. So we feel that people would be more understanding towards these key dates for organ donation, and we feel that would bring up the numbers and that would help with our objectives. Thanks.
Scale. The timescale selection of the planning campaign has two timescales, PR and advertising. The campaign will run from November 1st until February 28th. Along with the advertising and PR timescales, there will be social media running consistently throughout the entire campaign. Advertising will begin the campaign. This advert will be mainly focused on targeting our younger market, teenagers and young adults who are interested in donating but don't have money or cannot give blood. The main campaign will be based around this. If you're scared to give blood, or if you have been travelling and can't donate, why don't you sign up for organ donation? These adverts will be on Facebook and will start trending and create a hashtag. There will be a lot of presence on social media pages, and we will advertise magazines and TV channels that are appropriate for the target audience. We will focus on how easy it is to sign up for organ donations. Cass Business School released statistics saying that households with an older head of house are more likely to donate than younger people. In accordance with this, our first PR campaign will begin. There will be a press release with statistics being released after a press conference on November 1st. This will be the launch of our campaign on the same day as the campaign will start. There will be a reveal of TV and magazine adverts. We will invite people from prestigious newspapers as well as people who blog and write about things that our target audience will read. The conference will be held in a venue in the city centre of Glasgow that is modern and relevant to the target audience. PR will continue on the 30th of November. We will hold a press conference and have a press release on the day before the release of the Christmas campaign on November 30th. We will hold this press conference on a more formal venue than our previous conference, as we are portraying a more serious message to our target audience than before. The press release will consist of statistics that we are going to promote during the Christmas campaign. These include survival rates as well as the duration of the campaign. We will invite people to the press release from magazines and newspapers across the UK, but mainly from Scotland. After this, advertising will continue. The campaign will run from December 1st until January 5th. According to Cass Business School, the time when people are most likely to donate is December. There are statistics to say that donations in forms of money and other forms increased by 5%. By taking advantage of this statistics, we are going to release a Christmas advert focusing on how easy and quick it is to donate your organs, and calling out to our target audience asking if their loved ones could be there for the festive season with an organ donation would they be willing to donate. Our third and final PR activity will continue on January 10th. We will host a press conference before releasing the advert and focuses on Valentine's Day. We will release statistics as well as giving an insight into what the new advert will contain. We will invite all of the main newspapers and journalists, including TV channels, so that coverage can be widespread as possible. We will host an event in a Glasgow venue, for example a Hilton Hotel, and we will open questions to the press. An example of statistics that in Glasgow, after having a kidney transplant, 84% of people will have an increased lifespan over 10 years. The Valentine's advertising campaign will then launch. For 1 month between January 20th and February 20th, we will run an advertising campaign that focuses on the fact that Valentine's Day is coming up and people are going to be sensitive towards this. This will be our final advert of the campaign. The whole campaign will run from the main statistic of between the 1st of April 2013 and 31st of March 2014, 3,724 people had their sight restored after having a cornea transplant. The call to action would be something similar to: imagine if you were wanting to see again and would you donate your eyes so someone could see again? The campaign will consist of a TV advert, radio adverts, and newspaper or magazine adverts. These forms of advertising are the most efficient, although they are costly. The campaign will hopefully increase the number of donors that organ donations get.